What's going on, guys? Gino and Jacob back in for another video today. It is currently around, I believe 8:49 a.m. Woke up at around 7:45 a.m. Went straight for a morning walk, since it is still something that I really like to do, even though that I'm now reverse dieting. And I woke up a little early on this Saturday, since I still have a lot of work to do. In case you guys didn't know, I had a Black Friday sale, and there were a lot of you who took advantage of a 50% discount, so I still had a lot of plans to make, but I'm finally sort of catching up right now, and I still have 2 clients to set up for Monday. It's gonna be a busy day, but we love the grind, man. Anyway, I have some breakfast right here, which is, well, I guess you can already tell. Alright guys, so what I have here is the usual bowl of Gains, or I mean, the bowl of cream of wheat, the legendary Nutella sandwich, my morning coffee, because it's a necessity, and my morning water to get hydrated. Alright guys, I've been working for a couple of hours already, and it's time to head to the gym, so I'm going to be making my pre-workout drink right now. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I am not about that buying very overpriced pre-workout life. So what I always have, and I've mentioned this before on the channel, like maybe over 100 times already, but I have some citrulline malate, which increases vasodilation, or promotes vasodilation, which means that it'll open up the blood vessels, allowing for more blood to flow through, which obviously means getting a better pump and better blood flow throughout your workout. So I have 8 grams of citrulline malate right here. And then just to have all powders that I have to get in for the day in one drink, I'm adding a scoop or 5 grams of creatine right here. No specific reason that I'm taking it pre-workout, but like I said, it's just to have all my powders in one drink, just for convenience and getting myself ready for the workout. And then what I added in the beginning is just some calorie-free sweetener or lemonade or whatever you want to call it, since citrulline malate tastes very, very sour. So just to make it bearable to drink, I'm adding some taste to it. And even now, it tastes freaking sour, but it gets the job done. So we're going to be sipping on this, or actually chug it, because I'm running a little bit late. And I'll see you guys at the gym. Alright guys, we are at the gym, about to hit an upper body session. Now, this is the first workout after the deload week, or the first third upper body workout of the week after the deload week. So I'm taking it quite conservative. I'm not fully pushing myself to the max. So what I'm going to be doing is, normally I'm shooting for around 1 rep in reserve during the last couple of weeks in my training cycle. So now I'm going to be picking the 40 kilogram dumbbells and trying to keep around 3 to 4 reps in reserve. Now, it sometimes sucks because I really like to train intense, but you gotta do what you gotta do. This is, at least as far as I'm concerned, the most effective way to build up in a training cycle. So let's go for 3 sets of around 8 to 10 reps, keeping 3 to 4 reps in reserve. This is the way that the first week in the training cycle should feel, right? Not too intense, not too easy, easing my way into it. And we are back. Now that was an amazing workout. I worked out together with a good buddy of mine called Stefan, who you have seen on the channel before, especially during the Devoted series. We've had a lot of epic workouts with a very supportive dude, so I'll be sure to link his Instagram in my description as well, and you will see a lot more of him on the channel coming up, because we're planning on making a lot of awesome content for the YouTube channel. We're going to be working out together a lot more, so that allows me to get more workouts on camera and just get some epic shots, because he knows his ways around the camera. Anyway, since I had an amazing workout, it's time to have a nice little post-workout meal. Bruh. So what I got right here are 2 protein and oatmeal pancakes, and in between I put some mixed frozen berries, which will obviously melt due to the hot ass pancakes. Then I added some light strawberry jelly on top of here, and then I have 3 barbecue flavored rice cakes, and I had 2 kiwis with this, but yeah, I was hungry. Right, if you guys want a recipe video, just let me know in the comments, because this is truly amazing. Alright, so I just arrived at my girlfriend's house, and she was actually planning on cooking until she realized that she has a day off work tomorrow. So, where are we headed, Dave?
Ooh, I'm not eating in the meanwhile.
Where are we headed? Greek! We're eating Greek tonight. Looking very forward to that, because honestly it's been a very long time since we've eaten or ate Greek food or went to a Greek restaurant. It's very tasty food, but as of late, as the past couple of months, I haven't really looked really at the shot that I want to make. I haven't really been into Greek food for a couple of months, but
couple of years, but never mind.
It's been a really long time. But anyway, we're gonna eat Greek tonight, so I'll take you guys with us for some tasty ass food. And to finish the night, we're getting fat.
I'm eating my fruits, I'm healthy.
Sure, babe. Sure. Same here. Alright, so we just got done eating some delicious ass food, and I believe that like 6 people were celebrating their birthday over there. The whole entire restaurant was singing along. That's something that I've never ever experienced before.
It was the most fun birthday party of all those people we had to pay for ourselves.
Yeah, that's the only little downside, but very high in protein and not even that high in fat, and it was very delicious. So now we're going home and kind of just relax, because we're pretty damn stuffed. Okay, so it's actually a couple of days later already. Last time that I filmed was on Saturday when we went out to eat. Today is Tuesday, 8:48 in the morning. I didn't really have a lot of time to film yesterday, at least. On Sunday I didn't decide to film because Romy had a day off work. It had been a very long time since we actually spent like a full day together. So even though that did around 2.5 up to 3 hours or 2.5 hours of work on Sunday. So I had to come home to do a little bit of coaching work, since I had to set up 2 new clients for this week. I just wanted to spend the day together with Romy and just have a good time together. Picking the vlog back up right now, and I kind of want to update you guys on what my new plans are going to be, since I had the photo shoot, obviously, as you most likely have seen in the previous video. My goal right now is to reverse diet, and I already have been reverse dieting for around 2 to 3 weeks. I'm up 400 calories at this moment. So that means that my carbs are already up with 100 grams. I'm now at 375 grams. And at the end of my photo shoot dieting phase, I ended my carbs at around 275 grams. My fats are still at 60 grams and my protein is still at 190 grams. And I think that once I reach 400 carbs, which will be next week, I'm going to be bumping up my fats to 70 grams and then just see how my weight is responding and what my progression will be in terms of weight gain, since I am striving to get back on the lean gain train. But I'm taking my time. I want to remain at a pretty decently lean body fat while I'm still focusing on gaining weight and gaining muscle mass. But I'm not in a rush, especially considering the fact that I gained a lot of body fat in my post-competition phase when I followed the recovery diet. I want to take my time, right? I want to put myself in a long, nice, slow and steady surplus, which will allow for more long-term progression and allow myself not to get close to 20% body fat during a bulk, because that is not something that happens a lot for me, alright? I'm pretty capable of staying lean normally when my hormones are not freaking messed up after a competition. So I'm taking my time. I'm going to be working up to around, I believe, 3,000 calories. So that only leaves like 200 calories left, and then I'm just going to be seeing what my body weight does. Anyway, got some breakfast right here, which is still, you already know. You already know. You already know. And you already know. So I'm going to be devouring this meal right here and then do some work on the computer. I'm going to be training at around 5:15 in the afternoon with my buddy Stefan again. So tonight I'm going to be taking you guys through my squat workout, which is going to be pretty intense. Who has 2 thumbs and forgot his wallet this morning at his girlfriend's house? This guy. So I actually wanted to go to the store this morning to buy some liquid flavoring for my pre-workout, but I came to realize that I didn't have my wallet on me, and that never happens to me usually because I am freaking OCD on bringing my stuff everywhere, or at least the stuff that I actually need to have on a daily basis. So I'm headed to my girlfriend's house right now to pick up my wallet, and then I'm headed to the store to, like I said, pick up the liquid flavoring, which I need for my pre-workout tonight, because I'm not going to be literally almost throwing up because of the sour taste of citrulline malate.
I woke up, couple meals on my plate, let's eat. I'm investing. Go! I'm just blasting with that blunt in my mouth, watch it swerving, that whip out of cop in it. My bitch got good.
Alright guys, so like I said, we're at the gym for our squat session today, lower body workout. So I'm aiming for 145 kilograms for a 3x8 or 5 to 8 reps. I'm leaving around 2 to 3 reps in the tank, so that is 1 or 2 reps less in the tank than we saw in the previous workout in the beginning of this video, but so far it's going pretty good. I already did 2 sets and the intensity is pretty low, so I think that next week I'll be able to up it to 147.5 kilograms. So buckle up, let's go. Alright, so here we are again. So for the end of this video, I just wanted to quickly go over how I'm going to be approaching my lean bulk this time around, right? Because in case you haven't subscribed to the channel for a long while, you would have seen that my previous lean bulk didn't end up being so lean. And that is perfectly explainable and pretty logical due to the fact that my hormones were pretty messed up after my competition, and I've stated this like 1000 times already, so I'm not going to be telling it again. Don't quote me on that because I will probably mention it in the near future again, but anyway, for now, there are a couple of things that I'm going to be doing differently. First of all, I'm going to be keeping in cardio. Now, this is something that I unintentionally always ended up leaving for what it was. Whenever I start a bulk, I always have the intention of keeping my steps in, and I mean at around like 5,000 or 6,000 as a goal, but for some reason I end up getting very lazy and I pretty much do no cardio at all, besides like random occasions where I have to walk for like a long while. But I want to keep it in strategically, not even in the sense of like taking a walk outside, but more in the sense of doing like 20 minutes of Stairmaster 2 to max 3 times per week, simply just to keep my calorie expenditure up, and also obviously for all of the health benefits that cardio provides, since the heart is probably the most important muscle, or the most important muscle in general. So I want to keep in cardio this time around. And even though that I'm now only reverse dieting, I'm already noticing quite a significant difference in how my shape is still looking now that I'm like 400 or 500 calories up again. So I'm going to be keeping my cardio in, that's numero uno. And during my last bulks, whenever I went out to eat and went a little bit too hard, which can happen, obviously, we're all human, we all like food, so normally during my previous bulk or during my previous bulks, I would always just leave it for what it was. I think that now that I want to put myself in a longer surplus, or for a longer duration, I want to put more effort into keeping my surplus moderate. Now, I always got in the habit of thinking like, I'm bulking, so what the hell does it even matter? And I'm not saying that you should like do damage control or whatever, but just focus more on eating mindfully. So whenever I go out to eat and I notice that I might end up eating a lot more than I might have wanted to, I will perhaps get a little bit more steps in the next day, or maybe eat a few carbs less. Nothing too drastic, but just to keep myself in a moderate surplus instead of ending up way too high, because I'm someone who really likes to eat, I really like food, and now that I have the goal to put myself in a long ass surplus and be in the lean bulk for a longer period of time instead of 4 months and ending up getting way too fat for my own standards, these are some of the things that I want to keep in for pretty much the majority of my bulking phase. Besides all of those things, nothing too drastic will change. The whole concept of a lean bulk in general is just to eat 200 or 300 calories above your maintenance and just leave it at that. But the only things that I'm now going to be changing is keeping it a little bit more moderate whenever I ate a little bit more when going out to eat, for example, and keeping in my cardio. Just I want to know what kind of difference that will make at the end of a bulking phase. Will I maintain a leaner physique throughout the bulk? Will I feel better? And it's all just an experience. So I'm truly excited to be making some gains again, because honestly I'm done cutting, man. I mentioned this in the last video as well, but I've been cutting for 8 months this year. That's a freaking long ass time, guys. And in case you guys aren't aware of all these side effects of getting to a lower body fat, feeling cold as hell the entire day, constantly thinking about food, that is not something that I recommend to any of you guys. In the beginning of this year, I went through a competition prep, which I obviously needed to be in the long cutting phase for, since I wanted to get lean enough to actually step on stage. And then after that, since I overshot in my body fat, I did another cutting phase, and then I ended it with a photo shoot, so I had to dig a little bit deeper again. But since I also have the ambition of competing in 2021, and since I'm not a junior anymore at that point, I have to step on stage with the big guys. I need to invest in my physique. So I'm seriously very excited to take you guys along this lean bulking phase, and hope you guys are excited as well. And if you have any suggestions on some things that you would like to see in the vlogs or on the YouTube channel in general, then please let me know in the comments down below, since I always listen to video ideas that you guys leave me in the comments or on Instagram. So that's it for this video, guys. I sincerely hope you all enjoyed. If you did, please be sure to smash the like button, because it truly helps out the channel grow. Comment down below and subscribe to the channel, and turn post notifications on for so much more content coming really soon. I'm out, guys, and peace out. See you in the next one.